Kofi, are you there? Kofi, if you don't mind, would you like to spend a minute or two just to because I know Jonathan coached you, right? Just so Jonathan and I have started to give out coaching sessions. That is ultimately what we want to do. We've decided to become coaches, life coaches, and we want to help you succeed, help you break out limiting beliefs or whatever in life, and we want to be the one to help you. And so if any one of you are interested, let us know. But Kofi, would you be all right? Have you got a webcam ready? Are you happy to just give a 2-minute talk about how you found Jonathan's coaching? You don't have to, but it would be great so that everyone would know how awesome Jonathan is. Just let me know. Just say you're happy to do it, and I can actually put you on the spotlight right now.
He said yes, sure.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, excellent. So be prepared. I will now put you on as a speaker. That's what's so amazing about this webinar jam, by the way, guys. Not only can you all engage with yourself, and I can actually bring one of you lot on straight away to talk to us. So for those of you who don't know Kofi, Kofi is a dear friend of mine, but we've also had Jonathan coach him on certain business aspect. He's a photographer. He loves what he's doing, and he's a founder of K&K Lab.
Hello.
Hey, Kofi.
Hello. Hey, sorry about the lighting.
No, it's good. Welcome, Kofi. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for being within our presence. And say hello to everyone, by the way. Everyone say hello to Kofi. This is Kofi.
Hi, everyone. Hey. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we just want to ask whether you're happy with Jonathan's. I'm asking you actually. I want to know whether you're happy with Jonathan's coaching session, because if you're not, I will kick his ass.
Yeah. So we've had 2 sessions. The last one was about 2 weeks ago. To which I failed to do my homework, which he set me on the first meeting that we had. Or basically during our first meeting, we went over, or having established a new business that I've set up with Kim. We went over just a few ways for me to move forward in terms of like planning what the next steps were post launching the venture. I mean, last 2 weeks ago we had the coaching, and then we talked about my goals, well, my personal goals, for example, and the goals for the company, which prior to having the meeting with Jonathan, I hadn't set any goals. I mean, the last time I'd set a goal was at university, which was mandatory, so I had to do it. But I hadn't planned any goals for myself or the company for the next 5 to 10 years. But yeah, going through it, I've just put it into motion, and then I've come to realize the importance of having goals, and that leading to encouraging you to work towards reaching those goals and targets, which is really useful. So it's been really good. It's been really good and been really useful as well. And I mean, apart from that as well, it's just the simple things that one wouldn't think of in terms of, I don't know, if you have a business, for example, like what you need to do, how you need to get clients, how you need to market yourself, or yeah, for example, things like that. It's helped a lot, and I'm finding it really useful.
So that really goes back to clarity, doesn't it? So Jonathan helped you be more clear in what you need to focus on, right? In what you need to really focus on. be clear on, because if you're not clear, you won't know what to do, and you will just be wasting time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's been good.
Okay, that's so.
Yeah.
What's the number one? Let me just ask you one final question. What was the number one thing that you got out from Jonathan's coaching session?
Number one thing is number one thing is to plan things, like planning and planning and execution. And then yeah, pretty much, yeah, planning, execution, getting it done, and then achieving what you've planned to achieve. Just like getting from A to B.
Yeah. So planning
Yeah.
and execution. That's very
Yeah.
good. I'm glad you actually said that, because that we're coming to our final part of the presentation, and planning is very important, and we actually dedicate a particular day on planning. So I'm actually glad that you said that was the number one thing you got out of it. So brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, Kofi. I don't want to waste any more of your time, because your time is valuable as well, as we all know. So thank you very much. I really appreciate having you on here. Okay.
No, it's good. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Okay. Excellent. Right. So guys. So that was Kofi, and was what Jonathan did for Kofi. Yeah. Excellent. So well done, bro. I'm not gonna kick your ass then. You've done a great job. All right. So we're gonna move on to the final part of our presentation. Okay. So let me share my screen again, and then we're off. So yep, you can see my screen. Right. So the next step, our final part of the presentation, and this final part, we always save the last to the the best to the last, obviously. So if you stick to us with all throughout the night to now, then you're in for a big. This will be worth your time. How do you actually design your perfect week? Right. Now this is about being productive, and this is right. So this is not just about how do you design a perfect week. It's not even about management. So the first 3 steps were about self-management. Remember, there's no such thing as time management. There's only management today. Having a value of your time, and elimination and delegation. Those are the first 4 steps that you need to do in order to manage your time. But this is no longer about time management. This is all about energy management. Okay, so Jonathan will put a template up later on. Don't worry, I've got another template for you. You will know exactly what needs to be done specifically every day using this simple system. So what I'm going to show you now will help you prevent procrastination. What I'm about to show you will show you exactly what you need to do every day, so that you can stay focused and have absolute clarity what needs to be done, so that you no longer needs to be confused or doing things all over the place, all right? And like, again, this is not about time management anymore. This is about energy management. Remember back to the beginning of our presentation when I said you need to protect not just your time, but your energy. And this is why, okay? Because time and energy comes hand in hand. Okay, what is energy? Energy is simply, the efforts, the amount of focus you give out, the amount of attention you give out, the amount of energy you put in time. They come hand in hand, and this is very closely linked to Chinese feng shui. So a lot of you might heard about feng shui, but don't know what it is. Feng shui, the ancient feng shui from China, is really the study of energy, how to manage energy, and how to place yourself in a certain environment that allows you to be productive. Because if you're trying to do a certain task, but you're in the wrong environment, you're not aligned with the right energy, you won't be able to focus no matter how hard you work. For example, if you need to get something done, on how to do something, if you're trying to work out, if you're trying to organize your room, for example, you need to lock away distraction. You can't be distracted. You have to lock yourself in your room and actually start organizing your room, tidy up your room. You know, you can't have friends come over and talk to you because that's a different kind of energy. So that's what feng shui really is. It's all about energy management, okay? So we will start off with what do you do on your day one? What do you do on Monday? Monday is your how day, okay? What that means is you focus on your hows, and Monday is metal energy. So this, I'm not saying Monday itself is metal energy. What I'm saying is, if you want, you can follow this template. You can mix and match this later on, but how I do this is on my Monday, focus on the hows. The question I ask myself today on Monday is how? How do I do something? How do I make this happen? How? And when you ask the question how, what you're really focusing on is metal energy. And that is to know something, okay? And that's about knowledge. And what you need to focus on is the specifics, the very details, the finer details. So, for example, what do I do on Monday? On Monday, me and Jonathan, we Skype each other without fail, okay? We have a Skype meeting, and we always go through together we already know what needs to be done, what we need to do. What we focus on, how do we do it? How do we do something? How are we going to write this book? How are we going to build this presentation? How are we going to set up this hangout for you guys on Thursday? We only focus on the how, on the specifics, the details, and it's all about implementations. And Monday is when you actually do the work. Monday is when you actually do your sorting things out, and it's all about organizing and systemizing again. So Monday is a good day to sort out your finance, for example, doing all your accounts, doing all your accounting. Monday is a good day to clean up your room. It's a good day to organize everything back in place so that you're not a messy person. It's to get you started out in the right place, and also it's to implement. It's to start implementing the stuff. It's to start actually taking actions on building what it is you need to build. Okay, so Monday is the how day. Tuesday, you focus on why. You ask the question why. It's your why day. And when you ask the question why, is full of water energy, and that is the flow. So now you're getting into your flow. What this means is, have any of you guys ever got into a zone? You know, when you're doing something, when you're so concentrated and you're so focused and you're just in this zone, like you're driving, for example, you're so good, you can be so good at driving, and then you're not even thinking about driving anymore. You're on autopilot, right? You're in that zone. Or when you're competing, when you're in a competition and you need to focus and you know exactly what you need to do, bam, 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 bam. You know, you're getting into that flow. And that's what it is. Getting into flow is simply getting into that zone where you can really, really, really focus and get things done, okay? And what you need to focus on Tuesday, on your why day, is you need to focus on your must, on your whys. Why are you doing this? What's the reason? Who are you doing it for? What's your inspiration? What are your motivation? If you're a single mom, for example, and you're this, you might be doing this for your you're doing this for your child's future. That is your must. You must do it. If you do not succeed, then the person that will pay the price will be your child. That is a very good must. Remember, your why is not your why unless it makes you cry. So if your why does not make you, if your reason does not make you cry, it's not your why. Your why needs to be big enough. It needs to be a must. So if I ask, if I ask every one of you, how many of you lot can raise £100,000 within next month? Probably most of you won't be able to raise your hand up. But if I said, if you do not raise £100,000 by next month and someone close to you will die, how many of you can do it? I would tell you now, all of you will raise your hand without a doubt. I know that for a fact. If you raise £100,000, your closest person will die. The person you love will die next month, and that becomes your must. Why? Why can you now know you can generate £100,000? Because you have turned that focus into a must. So Tuesday is the day where you need to know what your intentions are, and it's a day for you to visualize. It's a day for you to come up with the big picture. What are you doing this for? What's the reason? Why is it important to you? It's a day for you to review your goals. Okay, your why days. What I usually do on my why day is I just review my goals. I have a list of goals that I've set out this year. I review it. I look at it. I see how much of it I've done, or am I making progress in it? I review it. Do I have anything else to add? What's the most important goal out of all of them? You know, it's all about knowing what to do. So knowing what your reason is. So on your Wednesday then, it's the what day. And when you ask the question what, it's full of wood energy, and that's to help you grow. Okay, so the purpose of your what day, the purpose of wood energy is to grow. And that's basically focusing on creation and on manifesting. So on Wednesday is the day that I write my books, or I write my songs, or I create my products. Wednesday is a very good day. Well, your not Wednesday, but your what day, whatever day you decide to be your what day. Your what day is what you should focus on. What you're going to create. What kind of products are you going to create? Guess when I came up with this presentation? Guess when I actually created this presentation? Right, it's not a trick question. Yes, I did it on Wednesday. I actually created this whole presentation in one day. And as you can already see, it's a long presentation, but I created this on my Wednesday because it's my what day, and I focus on adding value for you guys. I focus on creating, and I focus on manifesting my thoughts, and I put it all down into this presentation, and I did it all in one day on Wednesday. Hence, it's my what day. Okay, so that's an example for you guys. Thursday is my who day. So first, on your who day, when you're asking who, it's your fire energy. You're then going on to your summer energy, your fire energy, and that's to glow, and that's to shine. Okay, that's when you need to shine so that others can see you. So fire energy is a very heated energy, so that gets people together, and you should focus on engagement. Because when you're heated up, people start noticing you. When you start to shine, people start noticing you. Okay, and so when you're asking the question who, is all about people. It really is just all about people. So you focus on engagement, and you focus on creating connections, and you focus on communication. Why do you all think our hangout is always on Thursdays? Why do you think today? Because it's our who day. Get it now? So I'm engaging with you guys. I'm focusing on shining the light, not just on myself, but onto you guys as well. I'm focusing on creative and communicating with you because Thursday is my who day. Thursday is also the day that we coach our coachees. Thursday is also the day that me and Jonathan Skyped for another meeting just to brainstorm. So that's what we do on your who day. Okay. Now back to Kofi's number one takeout with Jonathan's coaching session. That's what this day is all about. Friday is our when and where day, and it's about earth energy. And when you're on earth energy, everything slows down. Okay, so everything goes from heated up, very rush pace. You're doing Thursday, you're doing a lot of things. Friday is time for you to mellow down, to slow down, and focus on just planning. And that's the number one thing that Kofi took out, to plan. Okay, plan and execute. And as Jim Rohn says, the Tony's number one mentor, Jim Rohn, as he says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You must have a plan. And that's not just planning. I'm not even talking about business plan. I'm not talking about planning for big projects. I'm talking about planning for your week ahead. What are you going to do next week to move things forward? You know, you need to start planning on a Friday or on your when day, and your when and where day. You need to start planning on a day. What are you going to be doing next week? And you need to, and your when and where day is really about preparations. About planning is all about preparations, and it's all about using your time on how. It's all about timing, okay? Because, for example, if you have a business, for example, I can only think of one example at the moment on top of my head. If you have a business, you need to have a plan on how you're going to market your business, how you're going to promote your business, and you should have a time scale. And it's all about timing. You need to know exactly when and where you're going to do this and that. You need to know exactly when you need to do an event. When are you going to do a hangout, for example, for me and Jonathan? When are we going to do a hangout? When and where are we going to do a hangout? And we need to plan for that and prepare for that. So it's all about timing. Cool, we got that. So that's Monday to Friday. So on Saturday, I call it the choice day. Oh, by the way, all this was learned from Roger Hamilton, one of our mentors as well. All this is theory. It's all from Roger Hamilton. None of them is my work. I've simply implemented it into a system for myself, by the way. He's the expert who studied in the feng shui. It's all from the book called I Ching. It's a Chinese ancient old book, but you get there's a translated version. It's called the I Ching or the I Ching, you might call it, and it's all about divination, and it's all about energy. It's from China, ancient China, from 1,000 years ago. So none of this is my work, by the way, so I do not want to take credibility out of it. I just simply put them all together into a simple format for you guys to use it, okay? On Saturday, he does not talk about, he only talks about Monday and Friday, by the way, but on Saturday and Sunday, I came up with this. So what I do on a Saturday is my choice day. I have a choice, and it's all about my love energy. It's all about love energy, and that's to rainbow your love on other people, okay? Rainbow your love on all your close and family. And what I focus on is family. Saturday is what I focus on, family and friends. Saturday, I might choose to go spend time with my family, go out for a bit of event, an outing, connect, go. It's your spare time. And it's all about relations, building relationships. And of course, it's all about spending your time. So on Monday, how you use your time, you systemize your time. On Tuesday, how do you use your time? You visualize. On Wednesday, how do you use your time? You manifest. It's all about manifesting. Thursday is all about communicating. Friday is all about, what was Friday again? Planning. And Saturday is all about spending, just spending your time. You're just simply spending your time. Okay, so just spend it as you want, because if you don't play, you know, like I say, you work hard but you play harder. On Sunday, however, is a very important day, and many people don't do this, and it's also the reason why churches, people, and why they get empowered by it, because Sunday is full of spiritual energy, and that's when you actually mellow down. It's not like Friday. Friday is where you slow down, but Sunday is where you mellow down. You actually mellow. You become you start to relax. You start to connect to your higher power. You start to connect really deeply to yourself, and it's a day where you need to focus on your achievements. Sunday and Saturday, please do not work. You don't work, please. You need to, if you are a workaholic, maybe work half a day on Saturday, because that's still your choice day, right? You still have a choice to work if you want to. But Sunday, please focus on your achievements, and I don't mean your overall achievement. I mean achievements throughout the week. What achievement have you made? For me, I've created this presentation. So on Sunday, I'm going to be celebrating on my achievement of doing this hangout with you guys, because I know this hangout, this presentation tonight is going to be a success, and I'm going to be celebrating this on Sunday. I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to focus on my achievement, and I'm going to use that to inspire myself and manage my expectation. Okay, it's all about inspiration and we say, Tony Robbins says, trade your expectations for appreciation. Okay, what that means is you expect less from others. If you expect someone to do something for you and they don't do it, you will become very disappointed and you become upset. But instead, if you trade that for appreciating, and you appreciate that, okay, he didn't do it, but at least he thought about doing it, then you become a much happier person. But the reason why I put down inspiration and expectation here is because you need to expect more from yourself. You expect less from others, but expect more from yourself. Inspire yourself and expect more from yourself. Appreciating the things that others do for you already. Because today is a day for gratitude. Sunday for you to count all your blessings. And as you have it, Monday to Sunday, your week is complete. Because if you do this on a Sunday, guess what? You're ready to rock and roll on Monday again. You're ready to get back to cranking that house, cranking that system, working hard. You know, people get Monday blue. I don't get Monday blue. I don't even know what Monday blue is, because I can't wait to get up the next day on a Monday to carry on my next week to do, because I already know what needs to be done. I have absolute clarity and focus. I hope you've all found that helpful, guys. Seriously. I want to, that is probably the most valuable thing out of tonight's presentation, and I want to know that you all got it, and that you guys are cool and happy with it. Okay, let's move on. I want to finish this off for you guys, so I don't want to leave anything hanging. Okay, so while I'm still alive, hope you guys can all hear me. So just keep clicking, Jonathan, and so we want to move on to the most common mistakes that people make. Okay, and that's having a to-do list. There's no point having a to-do list. Just use my template. Use my template and just jot down what you need to do on that day and focus on that. Just focus on that energy, because we have a to-do list. We don't know which one to do first. People, they like to thrive on being busy, but be busy. Don't want to be busy. Instead, focus on making progress. Focus on being productive. In order to accept forward in reaching goals. Mistake is multitasking. Right, I did say multitasking is good only if you can apply and you see. To that state, otherwise you just burn out and exhaust yourself. Not delegating, again, that's a mistake. Scheduling tasks ineffectively, you know. So it's not about scheduling now, because now that you've got my template, you know how to schedule things better. You know how to focus on one thing, on one energy, and you know exactly what you need to do on that particular day. Checking your emails, again, a lot of people, when you check your emails, there's nothing wrong with checking emails, but it's when you're checking emails in order to see what needs to be done. Now you're giving your time away to other people. You're giving your attention and your focus away to other people instead of focusing what needs to be done for yourself. Remember, your inbox is full of other people's agenda, not yours. So instead of checking your emails, instead of focusing what other people want from you, focus on what you want from yourself. Again, not getting into state. So we're going to do another hangout about state, getting into state, how to get into state. But getting into state is basically what me and Jonathan do before we even start this hangout, so that we can be very productive and we can communicate very clearly to you guys. You don't know, another mistake is don't know how to say no. Again, if you don't know how to say no, then your yes is worth nothing, right? Not knowing what your time is really worth. So now you do. Trying to do everything in one place at one time. Don't do that. That's why I've done that template for you. Monday is your how day, and you go to a particular place to do that particular task. Don't do everything in one day. Don't do everything in one time. Don't do everything in one place. Give some variety in your life. Manage your energy properly. Another mistake is valuing over money over time. See, a lot of people would do absolutely almost any. No, in actual fact, like a rich person, you should start thinking about what can other people do for me, and I'll pay you instead. That's how you should start thinking. Don't know what you want to do. And again, the last one is obviously people don't know what they.
Have we lost Ick again? I would assume we probably lost Ick again. I really apologize, guys. Right. Ick says, don't know what you want. So we went through this about what you want. Such as setting your goals, setting your purpose. So you need to be clear, absolutely clear about what you want. So if you haven't planned your goals, your purpose. You need to figure all those out. You need to take out an hour, just block out your time and go through that. Now, Ick says how to stay productive, which is getting into state, which we will go through. Don't check your emails in the morning and ask whether it should be done at all. Focus eliminates your distractions. Have a personal system. So as you know, Ick has created that lovely presentation, that template. So use it, use that system, follow it, and I'm sure you'll be productive. And always know your outcome, what you want to get out of it. So what must you do now? Download our templates and immediately identify what your time is worth. Start planning your work, your week even, and well, your work, your week, pretty much the same thing. Always be thinking net, so always using your no extra time. You could apply for coaching support. You'll find a mentor to help you with this. And we are offering a group coaching. Now, why are we offering group coaching? It's because we connect with like-minded and like-driven people. Now, the collective wisdom of a team is to help you get that clarity and to each help kick your ass as well if you're not doing a task. So you'll learn how to open up. So if you haven't learned how to open up about your personal stuff, you know, your finance, your business, your life, your relationships, your mindset, any of those beliefs, you know, you will learn in this safe environment about how to overcome these problems. Because me and Nick has done the same thing. We have gone through the whole process. We understand completely how it feels. So you get a taste of good of our life coaching, of what we do, what we coach our mentees or our coachees. You will get a good life coaching on how to develop yourself and in a cost-effective way. So if you want to find your tribe, it's time to limit break together. We are all in this together, so we could help each other learn and to grow. And if you're not growing, you're dying. Remember that. But we will break our limits together. That is the whole point of this community, and that is why me and Ick have created this learning environment for you. Now, who is this for? You must be seriously committed to changing your life for the better. You must be used to taking instructions in timely manner. You must be able to invest in yourself without putting yourself into financial difficulty. Now, well, we know learning is crucial, but do not put yourself into debt just because you want to learn. There are other methods as well. You must have a no excuses attitude. So when we set you tasks and exercises to do, we don't want excuses. We want you to, you know, be accountable for yourself as well as of your mentees or coachees who are in the same process. You are there to help each other be, you know, to keep each other going. You don't have that no excuse attitude. Just take massive action. This is what life is about. It's about taking action. If you're not going to take action on your life, no one else is going to change it for you. And that is it. So you must be ready to implement the plan immediately. You must be disciplined to take actions every single day. So basically what we've planned in our templates, if you're not disciplined to take action every day in terms of your learning, your growth, your development, your relationships, no one else is going to do it for you. You are, you know, it is your life. It is your life to change. And if you're not going to change it, no one else is going to change it for you. Because it's your actions that's going to make it count. Although this is not a must, but it would be a help if you already know exactly what you want in life and know your passion and purpose. Because these are the things that it just makes it much more easier if you've already established what these are in your life. So then when we come to coach you, it's easier because we don't have to go through the basics again. You should have done this already. If you haven't, I really highly recommend that you do it just an hour or two of your time, really. I showed it in our goal setting video. It takes an hour at most. 2 hours if you really want to be laser clear about it. But an hour is really what you need. So our group coaching runs once per week for 6 weeks. They are held via a webinar jam and run for around 90 minutes per session. Each week we cover a different topic, allowing us to lay the foundation for a life of epic freedom, boundless abundance, and laser lucid clarity. Now, our group sessions are created specifically around the needs of the group and develop the change as we do. Now, the bonus offer, our limited pre-launch offer, okay? This is the book that me and Ik has been working on, okay? We are tirelessly working on this, creating as much value as we can in this book. The 7 Habits of Emotional Mastery. Once it's available, okay, it's still in development stages right now. 7 weeks of online training course plus the ebook. We value it at £997. And as extra bonus gift at the end of your program, also this is valued at £1997. So this is our way to say thank you, okay? Because without you guys, we won't be able to do this what we do now. We won't be able to, you know, set up this Hangout for you guys. We won't be able to help you guys, coach you, to help you grow, help you develop, help you go through your life journey. You know, you sharing your time with us is precious to you, and it's precious to us as well, because we know how valuable your time is. So book now. The next group coaching starts on Thursday, the 4th of June at 8 p.m. So the 6-week group coaching program is available for only $327, okay? And we only have 8 spots remaining for this coaching program. Now, we are keeping this as a tight-knit group. There's already a few spaces booked up already, because we want to give as much attention and value to you as possible. Now, this makes it easiest to keep track of who, you know, your progress, and also your peer group is your closest one. So this is similar to a really close mastermind group, okay? So the last question for you is, are you ready to move to the next level of success in life? Are you ready for that time for change? Are you going to take responsibility for your own life and your own destiny? Or are you going to just let life roll over you because you're not taking any action? So when is the time? Is it now? Is it tomorrow? Is it Tuesday? Is it next week? Is it next year? Next 5 years? What's your life going to be in the next 5 years? You have to see about that. You know, if you continue living the way you are now, is it going to change in the next 5 years, or is it going to be different? So the decision is yours. So I'm back to you now, I suppose. I am back.
Thank you, Jonathan.
No worries.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much for finishing off with me, Jonathan. Man, I feel like crying. You don't know how much I felt like really crying just now. But thank you, guys. You guys have been very, very supportive. And again, whether you've joined our group coaching session or not is irrelevant, because I just want to say thank you for your time, because again, today was about time, and I know your time is valuable. And so I want to say a big thank you. Both Jonathan and I are really appreciative of your time, of, you know, sticking with us and just staying with us throughout this Hangout and just hearing us out. And I sincerely hope that what we've given you today has been immense value, and that you can start applying in your life to help you, you know, change your life and be more productive, and use the template. And I hope that the template serves you. I did work a lot time on that template, and yes, the template I created on a Wednesday as well, and I actually didn't finish it until 12:30 midnight. because I just really wanted to finish it and get it out there for you guys. And so I hope that it serves you. So again, if any one of you are interested in our group coaching, for our time, our time is valuable. We won't discount our time, even to friends. We will discount it. We'll make you an offer, but we won't discount our time. Our time, the group coaching itself is worth £495 for the 6 weeks, and that's the agreed price me and Jonathan has come up with. But because this is the first time we're promoting it, and because this is the first time we're promoting, and also you guys are, you guys have been with us for throughout the whole presentation. We want to make you an offer, and we're giving you a special discounted rate for it. And also we want to throw in an additional bonus. So we are obviously writing an ebook, and we also are creating a program. It will be a 7-week online course, a 7-module online course based on the 7 habits of emotional mastery, and that is worth £1,000. So we're going to throw that in for you for free. So when we launch this product, you're getting it. You're going to be the first people to get it for free. We're going to send it to you straight away, simply for signing up to our coaching session tonight as a thank you gift. And also we have another special bonus gift. We won't tell you what it is yet, but it's going to be worth another, I forgot how much it was worth, but it's worth, I think, £2,000. It's going to be very special, and we will only announce it to those who sign up, and we will announce it at the end of the coaching session. So that is just a way for us to say thank you, and thank you for your time, and thank you for listening. And so we will promise you will not regret it. We will promise you we will give you everything. We will give you our attention. We'll hold you accountable. We'll kick your ass, and we will make sure you achieve what you want to achieve, what you set out to achieve, and we will hold your hands side by side. We want you to succeed anyway, because we want you to follow us. We want you to walk this path of success with us, and this is why we're doing it. So without further delay, I do not wish to I do not wish you to spend any more time with us, because your time is valuable, and I would like to say thank you for listening to us, and hope to see you next time.
Thank you, everyone. Again, I can't appreciate enough of your time. Like, I mention this every hangout, and every time I mean it. I sincerely thank you for your time, for giving up your time to be with us, to allow us to coach you, to train you, to help you develop your knowledge and develop yourselves. Now, like I said, yeah, at the end of the day, your life is what you choose to do with it. The choice is yours. At the end of the day, the difference of the outcome of what you make is the decision you make. Simple as that. I can't stress that enough, because that's the same way I've done it. It's the same way Ik has done it. The choices that we made a few years ago is the outcome that we have today. So if you believe, just believe in yourself and choose what's right for you. I really, again, thank you for your time. Thank you again for being, helping us create this community and this hangout. Yeah.
And there's a book now button on the hangout on the side. It's on the poll, it's on the offer poll session as well. So the button will take you straight to the coaching page if you're interested. Okay. So until then, hopefully we'll see you next week. Next month. See, I'm so excited and keen to see you guys again. So next month we will be talking about expanding your comfort zone, and how to get out of your comfort zone and how to expand it. So it's going to be, again, a high value content webinar and a bit more engagement. So hopefully that will be a value of you. If any of you guys have questions, you can feel free to still stay in this room and ask us, and we will answer your questions. If you must go, feel free to go now. So until then, see you next month, and live life with no limits, guys. Thank you very much, and good night. I'll still be here to answer questions.
Am I still presenting it, by the way?
Oh, yes, I think you are.
I thought so. I was like, how do I stop this button? I keep flicking my eyes, just like, am I still presenting? I was like, I think I am.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for allowing us to help you, and thank you for sticking with us despite Ik's infinity of disconnections.
Yeah, I think I've took you off now. Oh, okay. I need to. How do I do this? Ah, there we go. That works. So yeah, thank you guys, and until then, live life with no limits, and have a good night, and see you next month.